Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence up with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell as y'all tap on in. Salute to everybody showing love to the channel, everybody that support the stream. I appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. And then after you hit subscribe, ring that bell. You'll see a bell, hit that bell. And then you'll see an all button come up. Click that all button. That way y'all will get all the updates when I release video content on the channel. If y'all can hear me in the comments, press 2. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments section. Press 2 if y'all can hear me in the comments. And we'll get on with the show, man. I got to get a mic check real quick. Make sure y'all can hear me in the comment section. Salute to all of you guys, man. So press 2 in the comment section if you guys can hear me. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in, man. So salute to everybody. Appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Let me see if y'all get on in here, man. All right. Y'all can hear me? All right, man. So, man, bro. Gene Deal, ex-bodyguard of Diddy, has been accused of basically beating a woman in one of Diddy's restaurants called Justin's. Now, this woman came out on social media and accused Gene Deal, said that he assaulted her and basically put hands on her and violated her. And she swears up and down it was Gene Deal who did it. Now, Gene, not having it. Gene Deal basically, you know what I'm saying, went off and basically said that it's a bunch of BS. And Gene Deal basically, on Shout to My Brother, the Art of Dialogue, he went in. Now, a lot of people are thinking that because you remember that Tony Busby came out with a lot of lawsuits and allegations against, Diddy, and now all of a sudden, that first lawyer asked, who came to sue Tony Busby with that celebrity, who we're still waiting for that name to drop. He came to sue him, and he basically asked if anybody had information on Tony Busby to hit him up. And now, Gene Deal has been doing a lot of interviews, and he has been very vocal in his disdain for the allegations against Diddy and the things that he have heard, things that he have witnessed, just behaviors of Diddy over the years. And so now there's allegations coming out against him. So now the woman is pulling out allegations against him. And some people think that people are being sent to do these things to Gene Deal to try to, I guess, thwart him from having such a powerful voice about, this whole situation with Diddy. And so now Gene Deal, I guess he just got tired of the foolishness, man. He went in. Now, the homie Art of Dialogue, shout out to Art of Dialogue. Y'all make sure, if y'all haven't already subscribed to his channel, he's well on his way to 1 million subscribers. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. But they did a great interview. And Gene basically had a lot to say about that. And I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say. Shout out to my boy Art of Dialogue.
Have you seen this TikTok video of this woman accusing you of being at a restaurant when a woman passed out and disappeared? I don't know, man. I'm a little confused when it comes to the story, but I'm sure you heard about it, right? I don't know.
Accusing who? Accusing who? Me? Man, listen here, bro. Check this out, man. If a chick is on TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, what's the other sites? What is it? What's the other social media sites, man? Help me out, bro. Whatever social media site she on and she accusing me, all she gonna get is practice. Do you hear me? All she gonna get is practice. Practice how to be a good damn liar. But what she is doing is this, brother. And this is why I know it's set up. Check it out. There's victims out there that are real. And bro, I was just...
And let me stop that right there real quick, y'all. I want to talk about that real quick because there's a lot of rumors flying around. People are saying, oh man, one of the girls who said that she was the girl that was in the photo, they said she's lying. But then the girl who says she's in the photo says that the girl who filed the lawsuit and put that picture in the photo is lying and saying that's her and that's not her in that photo. She's really that girl. It's a lot of confusion being thrown out here. And some people are thinking that some of these people are being sent out here to lie on purpose and cap so that it makes, you know what I'm saying, Diddy look like people are just coming out here saying anything to set him up. So some people think there are plants that's being put out here that are purposely lying to get caught in lies to make people look less credible that are coming out making allegations. So when Gene Deal says that, that is what he's talking about. But the girl, you know, she came out today and she basically said that she ain't capping that, you know what I'm saying? You know, that the girl wasn't lying, that is the people that's making this stuff up and that's lying, because they're saying that there really were the ones that was there and that is another girl who's basically trying to use those pictures and cap off that situation in a whole and use a whole story that's not hers. Use a whole story that's not hers, right? And so I'm gonna let y'all hear that. We're gonna talk about that a little bit today too with Gene Deal's situation. I want y'all to hear what Gene had to say about him being accused of putting his hands on this woman.
Set up. Check it out. There's victims out there that are real. And bro, I was just playing earlier. I heard a story. And anybody that listens to her story, they scratching their head and scratching their ass and say, how did she come up with that? Because it had nothing to do with Gene Deal. And if you give me a time, I'm going to tell you what she said. Can I just get a minute, man? Please, can I get a minute?
Oh, go for it. You got all the time in the world.
She said she was in Justin. And in Justin, it was this girl, you come in and they got couches right there. It was this girl laid out on the couch. And all the security was around her. And I think Gene Deal was there. I'm 99.9% that Gene Deal was there. Okay. When she came back, all the security was gone. All the bad boy people was gone, and the girl was gone too. Then she went on to say that her pocketbook came up missing. And now she tells us that I was working for Justice at that time. Her pocketbook was in the locker, but it mysteriously came up missing, where she had to go home with the manager that night. And she ended up sleeping with the manager, who was about 20 to 25 years older than her. So I'm scratching my head, wondering, where the hell did she get that I was involved in her sexual assault when she decided to go home with the manager that was 20-some years old with her than her, 20 or 25 years older than her, and sleeping with him. Where was I at? Because she just said the whole security left out the, the, the bad boy. Everybody's security left out with Puff, or they left out with the girl. What she didn't know the dynamics of Justin. She didn't know that Justin's had their own security, and 9 times out of 10, the guys were armed. Puff didn't want guns in the fucking club, and the armed guards and the guards that did him, they stayed outside because Roy ran Justin and whoever he had for security that was inside of Justin's, and they wasn't armed. Now, check this out, which is crazy. She said that they found her pocketbook. She came back to Justice again. And from that point on, she had a relationship with the manager, who was over 20-some years older than her. That was her story, bro. But I want to tell this young lady like this, because she says she's a victim, and I don't want to victim shame. But mama, I'm not responsible for you getting worms. I'm not responsible for you deciding to sleep with a man that's 20, 25 years older than you. And you definitely didn't see me in no Justin. I've been in Justin about 5 times, and I know every time I was in Justin. I know every time I was in Justin, sweetheart. And it definitely wasn't that time. And it definitely wasn't with Puff on that time. So, your lies, you hurting real victims. Your lies is looking and it's there to plant doubt that at least half of the 120 people who say they was victimized wasn't victimized. Your lies, Mom, is going to blow up in your face like it's doing with your story. So, I'm sorry. And that's been a whole lot of years ago. And I hope you took care of your worms, because Big Gene ain't had nothing to do with it. Sorry.
I believe Big Gene. I don't think Big Gene did that, man. You know, I think Big Gene, he didn't duck the smoke on that situation. He went right after it. But I don't think Big Gene did that to that girl, man. You know what I'm saying? And here's the reason why I say that. If that's the case, why come up right now after Big Gene been cooking on all this time? Big Gene been out here cooking for years. If you was gonna come out, you could have came out when Big Gene was talking about this situation with Diddy years ago. But you waited till right now to where now it seems like everybody that's going in on Diddy, they're trying to come out with allegations against all these big time people. You saw it with Tony Busby. You seen it with Gene Deal. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think that's what you're seeing to try to muddy their testimonies because they can't muffle their testimonies, so they muddy it. Now, there's another thing I told you guys about, and it was that girl, Adria English. And now she basically introduced another girl to basically the situation of what she was going through. And this other girl goes by the name of Misha, as everybody knows. Well, Misha credibility is being called into question by a lot of people on social media on her story. And that is because people are saying that they don't believe that's her in that D&G shirt that was sitting on Diddy's lap. And she claims that it was her. Well, Adria English says that they have no reason to lie and that it is. And that girl says they also said that there was another girl that stole her story and put it in that lawsuit with those pictures. Well, she said that is her in those pictures. Now, here's what I think. I think plants are purposely being put out here to lie in certain situations to destroy the credibility of some of these witnesses. So now I think what it does is it instantly puts doubt in everybody because now when you have people that's coming out here capping and making up stories that are sent to do that, allegedly, I think that now what it does is it muddies all the waters. So peep the two-way play. You attack the big time guys that's out here that got big voices that's accusing. And then you muddy the water by putting out a lot of people who just dropping fake allegations that can be proven to be false to make the actual witness pool look shaky. And then that fogs the mind of all the people because the people are like, hold on, man. Oh, these people probably lying on this dude. But you know what I'm saying? You see these type of things going on. Now, Adria, she was on Popcorn Planet today. Salute to that whole network. They got a great channel, man. But she talked about that today, and I want you guys to hear some of what she had to say. And we're gonna basically comment on some of what they had to say under fair use.
I'm here to definitely clear up the air, stop all this weirdness I'm seeing online. It's very weird. It's just interesting how somebody or people could be so adamant on something that could be, saying that something is a lie, and we're saying it's the truth. But if you could be adamantly to say a lie, how could it not be the opposite, adamantly the truth? When there's been you haven't said we've done a lie detector test and that's how we know we're lying, or she's been tried in court and that's how we know we're lying, or I was there and I saw her and she wasn't really doing woo, woo, woo. That's how I know she's lying. But people who literally were not there, who literally have no skin in the game other than my words. Shout out to everybody that's going to make money spinning off of this video and all the other videos. Every time I speak, I make everyone money.
Well, I want to get to that because that's a criticism you're facing, all you guys, that you're in this for the money. I want to talk that before we get to.
And I thought he asked some good questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Adria as a liar per se. She's actually proven that she was there. You know what I'm saying, in these events. But the brother, he asked a question, and people are saying, "Oh, well, these people are in it for the money. They're looking for money to give up a story. If you really was about being a victim, and if you really was about being hurt, why is people looking for money?" That is the question that is being put out there by a lot of people. A lot of people saying, if y'all really want justice, why y'all just come forward and tell y'all stories? Why do it have to be a price on that? That is what he's asking. That's what a lot of people are asking. Now, to that answer, she has to answer that question. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll see how she answers that question.
But those questions and negatives. Let's start with your sort of story, because look, both you and Misha have heartbreaking stories. I believed these stories. I felt trauma. I absolutely have no doubt you guys have been through the ringer. This Hollywood, these celebrities, I don't trust them. I don't want any of this to seem like we're not believing it. But one of the criticisms is that, these claims are outrageous, right? You seem to have a story for everybody. Shocking. Presidents, princes. What is your response to people who are like, it's too much? How are we supposed to?
Well, she says that's because everybody was there. and let me tell you something. Everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet. That is the key. Everybody is quiet. All of Hollywood. You see people moving out the country. You see a lot of people don't even want to touch this. Everybody is quiet. All of the big dogs are quiet, pretty much. Pretty much everybody's quiet. You might have 1.5%, 2% of Hollywood talking. Out of 100%. Everybody's quiet.
Believe all this?
Well, first of all, you can believe it or not. Second of all, you guys weren't invited. You guys aren't part of the elite. There's 100% in everything, and 5% run the world are in the elite, the top tier as far as our economic and social status is concerned. And that's who we're talking about here, the elite. Not you 95%ers who work jobs, who pay.
And see, this is what she's trying to break down. I want to talk about that, right? Because she is speaking some type of facts here. When she says that, a lot of people that's in here talking trash and they're saying, "Oh, I don't believe that. She's lying." You wasn't even there. How you gonna say something you wasn't even there? There's proof she was there. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all, we cannot listen to people who come on YouTube that weren't there. That's acting like they was there, giving stories like, "Yeah, I was there. I know what happened. They didn't do this." You weren't there. The truth is, let's get to the bottom of the truth. The truth is, she was there. The truth is, she's not lying. There's a certain percentage of people that run this world, that run the United States and that run the world, who are in that upper class. She's not lying about that. So for people who say, "Oh, she lying, man," how you know she was lying and you wasn't there? Or were you there? You can't say she's lying if you wasn't there. You can't say that. Especially when there's evidence that she was there. There's evidence she was in that room. See what I'm saying? So anybody who tries to debunk that, that's just absurd. Because there is evidence, 100% unrefutable proof that she was there. Let's keep going.
Lower class and middle class taxes, not you people who are on government assistance, not you people who've never met a celebrity in your whole life, not you people that pay $500 to go see Beyonce, for example, and sit in the nosebleed section. Not. It's not for any of you guys. We're on here talking to a specific group of people here. That includes the judges, the lawyers, the principals, the victims, the God-fearing people, people who want justice, other people who know people that are victims, people whose kids are missing right now or family members are missing right now, and they had no way to tell anybody anything. So that's who I'm talking to. Not everybody who's running around, who go to work, who after they make their video, they go punch a time clock, and they need this money to pay their rent next month. So they make a little reaction video off of my words. And the reason why I say we want compensation to speak, to address any of this, because this is time consuming. It takes time out of our day, our life.
But see, here's the thing, Shawwalk. You don't know that. You said the girl in the DNG filed her lawsuit shortly after Cassie. The other girl is claiming that the girl stole her story. She's claiming that the other girl stole her story with her pictures and stuff like that. She's already claimed that. So again, we don't know. You're saying that, but we don't know. We honestly don't know. So for you to come on here and say, oh yeah, she's lying, it's not Misha in all caps, you don't know that. If you had to go to a court of law right now and prove it, you couldn't prove it. You're just talking shit. And I'm just keeping it 100, no disrespect. You're just talking shit. Because if you had to go to any court of law and prove what you just said, you can't prove it. You know why? Because you haven't seen the face of that person. And neither have I. So it's going off the word of who you believe. Now, you haven't even heard the girl who's in the lawsuit talk. You've heard the other girl talk. So how can you make an educated decision based off one side? How can you make an educated decision based off hearing one side? Would it be apropos to be able to hear both sides first? This is why I tell y'all, everybody cannot be a judge of people and a judge of men and women. It takes special people to do that. Very special people. Because with a person like Shawwalk, she'll just say, hey, y'all, you bullshitting, y'all don't believe you. She hasn't even done no investigation. She has not heard both sides. She has never heard the girl who's in the lawsuit speak publicly before. Never. So how can you make an informative decision without even hearing the other side? Verbally. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Let's get back to what we were saying.
Lives that we can never get back. Time is the one and only commodity you can never get or make again. You can make more money. You can get houses. You can lose houses. You can buy cars, lose cars, trade cars, make cars. Time, none of us. I don't care if you're rich, poor, healthy, sick, black, white, racist, non-racist. You can't get back time. So if I'm going to take my time to prove to you guys that the life I lived already 20 years ago and what I'm telling you guys really happened, yes, I need to be compensated for that because it takes time out of me doing something for my son, taking maybe another phone call, maybe writing a lyric or something I got in my brain. I take time away from that. And then I can't work anywhere. Y'all see my press. You see I'm running up. I ain't pay $1 for my press, but I can't work nowhere because I'm kind of famous now. What I look like working at Walmart, for example. No, I've been doing that for the last 20 years. I'm on now.
But you're also making some very big allegations against some very big, powerful people. So I can't imagine that helps you get a job.
Powerful people. That's my point.
Well, and I'll back you up. I mean, I have no doubt you're fed up being used by this industry. I mean, you still got to make a living. You got to make the time.
every content creator who has a platform on YouTube makes money off of the click, views, likes, shares.
That's not true. Now, here's the reason why I say that's not true, and I believe her story, but it's not true because some people aren't monetized. Some people are not monetized. Some people's videos get demonetized as far as they get yellow flags, so they don't even get no revenue off of it. So that's the part that's not true. When you look at that, everybody is not getting bread on YouTube for doing those videos. Again, you have to meet certain requirements to be able to monetize. And if you are a content creator, then you know what I'm talking about. So that is not true when she says that. There are certain people who's able to get monetized and to be able to be compensated for their content. You know what I'm saying? But that statement that she made, and again, I'm not denying her allegations. I'm just saying that statement that she made is not true. Because there are plenty of people that's on YouTube that are doing reaction videos that don't even monetize. There are plenty of people on YouTube that are doing content that are not making no money off of it because that content is getting yellow flagged. See, you get content when you talk about sensitive issues, YouTube yellow flags your videos. So that means that you don't get revenue off that content. You know what I mean? So even if that content was to get 1 million views, if you get yellow flagged on that because of the nature of what you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Which is why y'all say, why y'all be hiding words so much and don't be saying certain words? Because YouTube automatically has a system where they will demonetize that video because they can't legally make money off that video with that type of content being used. So no, the truth is everybody's not getting paid off YouTube. A lot of people are not getting paid off YouTube. And that's the facts. And a lot of people who are monetized are not. Now, some people get money in other ways, whether it is a donation, whether it is a Cash App, PayPal. Now, that's something different. But they're not. A lot of them people ain't making no lot of money off that. You know what I'm saying? They're not making money where they can buy houses and buy cars and pay rent. That's not true. You know what I mean? That's not true. Now, some of those big channels, you know what I'm saying, who multi-million, million subscribers, multi-millions, views, hundreds of millions of views, and you know what I'm saying, sponsorships and stuff like that. Okay, those big channels, yeah. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It is a battle, and then let me tell you something. When your video gets yellow flagged, do you know how long it takes for them to review that video? So you won't even get revenue for that for maybe days or up to a week. So the video might have already lost all of its momentum if they go back and review it and then somehow approve it. So I think people that don't understand how the YouTube system works. You can't just come on YouTube, make a video, and start getting, you understand that? And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. For her, I understand where she's coming from. When people say, "Oh, you talking about money?" Listen, you think she can go work a 9 to 5 somewhere right now with her being on all these people's faces? Not gonna happen. You never know who likes her, who doesn't like her, who's setting up shop on her, who may want to know her whereabouts, who may follow her, who may do this, who may do that. Not possible. Especially that she's come forward. So that's why she want to be compensated for their time. Because they know good and well that it's going to be hard for them to go get a job because people are going to be sitting there basically harassing them the whole job. You might have people, PIs come following them. Certain weirdos come following them. They become targets. So I think people have to look at this whole thing and really understand the whole gist of everything and be more mature about their accepting of, these different situations. Let's keep going.
All that. So how do you guys justify that it's okay for you guys to make money off of our words and our experiences, but the actual people who lived it aren't supposed to make $1 and we're supposed to be cool with it? Like, why don't everyone who has a platform say 100%, not 90%, not 75%, 100% of my reaction video or me addressing whatever is going to go to a charity or victim and show proof that no.
And she has a point. She definitely got a point right there. And she cooking. And you can't lie, she is cooking right there. So all the people that say, oh man, they're doing this shit. Man, listen, bro. Y'all gotta use y'all brains and open up y'all mind. She cooking right there, yo.
Money is going to pay your rent, or to go in your gas tank, or to feed your child, or to feed your weed habit or your alcohol habit or whatever it is, or to keep the lights on at your platform. It's okay for you to use my words to pay your bills, but it's an issue if I need $1 to survive.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I don't doubt that. And we've talked about this. The problem is just as journalists, we wrestle with like, I don't want to buy stories, right? That's my always big thing. Is I build the platform of trust.
Yeah, I never look at it as buying a story. I look at it as compensating someone for taking the time out to speak, to express, to put themselves as a target, to not be afraid to tell the truth. What would I get out of coming out here lying? Like, and then how would my imagination just be so creative that I can know specific people that were.
That's the thing. Y'all gotta think about this. These people ain't, when you tell a story, bro, you ain't finna make up no story like they be telling just out the blue, bro. You're not finna do that, bro. I'm talking about giving details, how it happened, no stuttering, no none of that. And sometimes you may be nervous or you stutter a little bit, but for the most part, you understand when people are saying that. And it is creative, some of the stories they're telling. It is. So it's not like they're just making up a story, the basic story anybody can make up. They're telling y'all stuff, and they're giving details of some of these things and things that happen. Exact specific details that you really just couldn't make up off the fly. And if you did, something's wrong with you. And I'm telling y'all what it is.
Really there? None of you guys were there. If I go walk into this Burger King right now and I grab the girl that's working the register and I said, hey, tell me 10 people that was at Diddy's white party between the years of Whoop Whoop or just any party. They can't name them. Even if they wanted to, I have a million.
And she's on facts. She's telling the truth, bro. And the reason why she's telling the truth is because she ain't lying. That's why I be mad at a lot of people running around YouTube saying, oh, they lying. They lying. How they lying and you wasn't there? The only way you can say that they're lying is if you was there. And you saw the whole thing. Because if it went to a court of law, you look dumb as hell. Calling somebody else a liar and you wasn't even there. You look completely idiotic. And that's the facts. Right? And to the person who says she's using content creators, must they use her? That's a lie. Content creators are calling her to get interviews. That's not true. Cajun Queen, that's cap. And I'm a content creator and I know the truth. Content creators are hitting her up, finding her contact and hitting her up to get her story. Because it's going to do numbers for them. And it's going to bring traction. I know that for a fact. So for you to say that it seems like she's using content creators, no, she's not. She's making sure that you're not the only one that's just using her and getting something off of it. So what you just said right there is cap. Respectfully, I say that to you. So to say that she's using, and you can say you disagree, but you're not a content creator. I am, Cajun Queen. I know what's going on, Cajun Queen. I know a lot more than what you know. And I know the content creators have been hitting these people up. Period. To have them come on their show and do interviews. Point blank, period. And so if you want them to do that, put themselves out there, put themselves in danger, because you ain't got to deal with that danger. They do. See what I'm saying? Because if they come on your platform, take a risk, end up something happening to them, you gonna go pay for them? Y'all gotta think about that stuff. Right? So yeah, when you say that, oh, I'm not doing it I'm not doing it for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm doing it just because I want money. No, these people are saying, look, compensate me for my time and put myself out there, and for coming on your platform and telling the truth and bringing awareness to the situation and helping your platform get a lot of traffic from telling the truth about the situation. There's no problem with that, especially when you do that and you put yourself out there, you are a target. So it is almost impossible for you. And to the person who says go to court, not to YouTube, you guys saying go to the same court system that y'all have complained about for years against black folks. Now you saying go to court, right? Okay, buddy.
$10 right here. Name me 10 people that were there. Most people couldn't even name it because they weren't there. So how could I be making up stories on people with detail, with dates, facts, receipts? If I wasn't there just 20 years later after being drugged, my mind is so dope I could just come up with this. And I have personal vendettas on people for no damn reason. Come on now. Use your intelligence, people.
I've said that. People who have come to me with your stories, but my immediate response, why would you make this up? It's a lot. It's a risk. It's a risk to do. Now, at the same time, I don't know, Adria. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I appreciate you being here and giving this conversation, and that's what the audience is going to do. I want to get to some of the stuff, and I want to get to the things about Misha, because you're friends with Misha, right? Did you guys were there in that circle together?
Yeah, and I want to clear that up. Misha was always a minor. I don't know, somebody, the weird witch lady with all the moles, the weird wannabe psychic who has advisors that go and read tarot cards, whatever, and they go back and tell her that all she does is report it and act like she some intuitive person or something. That day where I was supposed to be on the live, the police got behind me and had me outside my van for almost an hour about to take my son and my dogs. And that's why I wasn't able to hop on her live at the correct exact time. And then Misha was in the middle of a storm, her personal self in Dallas. So when Misha tried to get on 20 minutes into the live, the wicked witch of the world, that's what I'm gonna call her, told her, no, don't try to get on now. And then proceeded to continue and do an additional 2 hours on her live, not allowing Misha to get on nor me, and spending the 2 hours to bash, which was the weirdest thing. She was calling me a crackhead. You guys can come check my blood. I don't have any felonies. I don't have no drug convictions. Diddy over there with drugs on private planes. Where the white boy that got arrested at drug mule? You got Carisha.
Didn't I tell y'all about him? He took that plea deal and disappeared. I told y'all about him, but y'all ain't want to listen to me.
What's her name? Young Miami. Is paying her $2 million a month to traffic and do all this. And y'all ain't saying they lying. Y'all ain't making them prove it. But y'all saying I'm lying. It's the weirdest thing. Y'all don't even know these people in real life. All you know is a song.
That's a fact. I totally agree with everything she said. You don't know people in real life. You only know their artistry. And so when people say, oh man, that person's lying 100%. No, you don't know. You wasn't there. You don't know. You're guessing that. You don't know. None of us know, except for the people who were there. So why am I going to sit up here and say something and say a person's lying? I wasn't there. I can't say it. I wasn't there. I can tell you what I think. I can tell you what I lean to believe, but I can't tell you that somebody is definitely lying and doing that. I can't do that. See, that's why I tell you guys, a lot of y'all would not make good judges. A lot of y'all are the reason why people have done 50, 60 years in prison and then found out later on they were innocent. You guys are. Because you're not good judges of people. You understand what I'm saying? You go off whatever just you feel and you just grow with it. That's not how it goes. If you wasn't there, you weren't there. You can't speak on the shit. You can only give an opinion from afar away. You can't she definitely was there. That shit would never fly in no court of law, what you're saying. To the person who says you believe anything you hear, no, I don't. I never said that, sucker. So know your role and shut your mouth. Shut your beefcake suckers when you talking to a real one, fool. I never said that. Your bitch ass is blocked. I never said that. I said that I wasn't there. So I'm not going to demonize either side and say, hey, you lying. When I wasn't there, they was there. Not me. I said, you can have your opinion on what you think. Your opinion is different than you casting 100% doubt on somebody and you don't know that person and you wasn't there. I defer to the people that I can prove was there. And Adria is one of the people I 100% can prove she was there. That's facts.
All you got is a memory. So you remember that time when you was listening to that song, and that's all y'all holding on to, a concert ticket. Oh, my mama is the first con. That's all y'all know. To y'all don't know Diddy personally. We know them personally. And shout out to Jaguar, right? I still love you, girl, even though it's like you're doing a flip flop. But I respect it's the game and it don't stop. So get your bread. You know what I mean? We sisters at the end of the day.
There's a rumor right now, I guess. Sorry, I just wanted to ask. There's a rumor right now that Jaguar Wright was behind this. Like, I don't understand why, but can you confirm or deny that?
My very first video I did with Serving with Purpose, I say on that video, I wish my dream is to meet Jaguar Wright. I want to have a conversation with her. And then my opportunity was the very first time on Natanya's show, The Nerd. I didn't even know she was going to bring Jaguar on. All that was organic. And people running around talking about she set it up and she brought no. I ain't never met Jaguar in my life. I met Misha at Diddy's house in 2004 when they had me slurping strawberries off her nude body. And as that baby was laying on the table, she was only 14 years old. And I didn't know she was 14 years old when she was laying on that table. But later on in the...
I believe her. She was there. I totally believe her. She was there. I believe her. And she's saying it with conviction. And she was there. I believe her. You don't have to believe her. I believe her. I believe her. Because she was in those parties. And there's pictures of her in those parties dancing. And she was in those parties. I believe her. Straight up, I believe her. I believe her.
Hey, we ended up in the same bathroom, and she told me she was 14. And my 20-year-old, 26-year-old self said, well, say you're 17 at least. Because I didn't know. I'm drugged. I'm my 20-something-year-old before self. I'm over here slurping stuff off her. How am I supposed to know that he got a little child laying on the table in front of everybody? That's the first time I met Misha. Not in no mental hospital, not in no drug rehab, not...
Sir, she's already admitted that. See, that's the reason why I believe her. She's already admitted that, sir. That's the reason why I believe her. She already admitted she was there by choice. She already admitted that she was getting paid for some of those events to be there. She admitted that from the beginning. Ro Garrido. So what is you talking about? Okay, I'm sorry, Ro. Ma'am. She admitted that. Did you not hear her first interview? She admitted that she was there by choice. A lot of people went to Diddy's parties by choice. What they didn't choose was to get their drinks allegedly spiked and drugged. That's what they didn't choose to do. What they didn't choose to do is allegedly get it taken from them. You guys got to use y'all mind and common sense when y'all think about these things. She admitted that already. She admitted that her parents saw her doing corn. And her parents caught her on those tapes and played that tape of her with another dude's beefcake in her mouth. She admitted all that, how she was ashamed of that. She admitted that. Point blank period. Point blank period.
Introduced from Jaguar Wright. No. Her as hired, I thought she was hired entertainment like me. I was the go-go dancer. She was the girl to be on the table.
See how she just admitted she was hired entertainment? She just admitted it again. She has admitted that.
To make it all erotic and stuff. But nobody knew she was a baby laying there. Diddy and them, Harvey Pierre, kidnapped her at 11 years old from her state of Texas, put her on a private jet, flew her to New York. She woke up in the studio. They put that D&G shirt on her. They put makeup on her. They did her hair. When they picked...
Can't no channel expose a woman that they wasn't there. I don't want to hear about no YouTuber exposing somebody. They wasn't there. These are people who have different opinions. You can't expose somebody and you weren't there. I'm sorry. You just can't. I would never... Let me tell y'all something. This is why I would make a good judge. I would never take a story of somebody who wasn't there. If you wasn't there, you can't even come to my courtroom. Let me say this again to everybody that's listening right now. If you wasn't there, that's like me. I want y'all to think about this. That's like me telling y'all what's going on in y'all house right now. I ain't in your house. How the hell am I gonna sit up here and talk about what's going on in your house and I'm not in your house right now? What the hell is wrong with these people on YouTube? I'm not in your house. I'm not in your house. Period. Jerome Williams says, why didn't she report it? Jerome Williams, let me ask you a question, sir. Why don't women always report spousal abuse? Let me ask you that again. Why don't women always report spousal abuse, sir? All right then. All right then, sir. So sit your cool Mo D looking ass down somewhere. Now, back to what I was saying. See, it's easy to cook people when they come in here with that foolishness. You can say anything you want, but you cannot say it as if it's true if you were not there. We talking to people who were confirmed and solidified and proven to be there. And to the person who said Tisa, I like Tisa. I rock with Tisa. Beautiful woman. She definitely got it going on. Ticket ain't got no problem with Tisa. She bad in a mofo. And she doing her thing. I'm just saying, if people was not there, and I wasn't even talking about her. She might have made a video then if you guys said that. But I wasn't even talking about her. But listen, if you wasn't there, you can't speak on that shit. You don't know more than the people who are actually there. I don't care what nobody say. You literally have to go on the words of people who were there in the building. Because remember, when rumors go around, by the time they get all the way around, that rumor done been switched up 20 times. And it's far from the truth. It's far from the truth. Period. Right? Again, people wouldn't have believed Cassie got the hell beat out of her like that. You said Tisa is smart and beautiful and YouTubers trash her a lot. Yeah, that's wrong. They shouldn't trash her. She a baddie. If niggas was smart, they'd be trying to, well, I ain't even gonna say that. They'd be trying to wife her up. Period. Smart, beautiful woman. Got her own thing going on like that. The hell is wrong with people? You understand? Bad for real. Don't need all these enhancements. Shit, that's the woman you need to be trying to talk to. You dig? So yeah, man. But like I said, back to what this girl was saying. She was there, and the other people weren't. How you gonna tell her something that she seen with her own eyes, and we can prove she was there?
She had on pink and bobos in her hair. They took a picture as a trophy. And that Mexican Iranian lady, that Gloria Allred came out representing, she was on the pool table being taken advantage of RA8 at the same time with a pool stick. She woke up to seeing that. So that lady that's crying with Miss Gloria Allred, I know she probably went about it the wrong way, trying to pay to get additional witness or whatever.
I have to respond to that legally because she's a very powerful lawyer, and I got to protect myself. That's a crazy allegation. I'm not even trying to doubt it, but allegedly, Gloria Allred has not responded. I have no idea if that's accurate. Please do your homework, audience. But that's a big allegation,
We were all there together. Her, me, Misha, Allie.
You saw it too. You saw Gloria Allred too.
Allie and Misha were in the dungeon together. When Allie's making reference to the other girl that was there with her, she's talking about Misha. Misha gave Allie all of her paperwork that Allie turned over to the police. They made this report back in 2012, and they sealed it because they were minors. Misha put my name in her paperwork back in...
To the person who said she wasn't at those freak-offs, she literally said she was. She literally said that she was drugged. What are you talking about, dog?
2012, 12 years ago. They had me and her in a mental hospital. Mark, Diddy's lawyer, Mark, is the one who signed Misha out of her mental hospital. He was the one shooting her with the guns when they were taking her out the country. That ain't allegedly. To other people in other countries' kids, to put them on the plane, to traffic them, and to take their organs, to sell them on the black market. And they were promising their families that they were taking them to America to have a better life. And they weren't. It was lying. They were lying to the world. He got bodies around the world. We're not lying.
And that's when the interview took a bit of a turn. Adria.
So yeah, man. As I tell y'all, man, I believe Shorty, man. She was there. It's proven she was there. You know what I mean? And again, you know, she's given like, you know, strong testimony right there. And I totally 100% believe it. Just from my perspective, I believe what Adria is saying. I believe it. I believe her. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, man.